Results aren't as quick as they say, but
You don't really need anything, it's just in your, just in your any equipment or anything?
no.
Really? Interesting. I'll have to ask.
Oh, see if I can remind her once a night, but I already did it.
See?
Said these seats are so uncomfortable. I like to be lean back.
Yeah.
We'll put you on the chair committee.
So I can't touch it yet, but I've done it.
Just go down there. Wait.
Oh, no, down, no, it's
Call the February 23rd, 2026 Village Board meeting to order. Stand for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will the clerk treasurer please call the roll?
Mayor Schroeder,
Here.
Trustee Malone Schaefer,
Here.
Trustee Michaely,
Here,
Trustee Miller,
Here.
Trustee O'Brien.
Here.
Yeah, minutes of the previous meeting dated February 9th.
motion to approve.
We have a motion by trustee Michaely,
Second.
second by trustee Miller. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Abstract of audited vouchers.
I'd like to make a motion that the treasurer be authorized to pay from the vouchers all the claims against the general sewer trust, capital, equipment reserve, community development, and special repair reserve funds for the period from February 10th, 2026 to February 23rd, 2026. Further, that the report of the Finance Committee be accepted from the abstract of the audited vouchers, and that all claims were paid against the general fund in the amount of $509,763.35, sewer fund in the amount of $9,751.21, trust fund in the amount of $450.12, capital fund in the amount of $80,192.75, totaling $600,157.43 for the period from January 27, 2026 to
Second.
Second by trustee O'Brien to accept the abstract of audited vouchers. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. List of correspondence, we have 5 pieces this evening. The first is from the Town of Lancaster Building Department, providing a report of building permits, applications, open complaints, inspections, and expired permits that were filed for properties within the Village of Lancaster from January 29, 2026 to February 12, 2026.
Motion to receive and file.
We have a motion to receive and file by trustee O'Brien, second by trustee Michaely. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Second piece of correspondence is from William Scubis of Scoob's Village Grill, providing a special events application for Scoob's 7th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade event to be held on Saturday, March 14th, starting at 3 p.m.
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
We have a motion by trustee Malone Schaefer to approve.
second.
Second by trustee Miller. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And third piece of correspondence is from the Lancaster Village Merchants Association, providing a special events application for its Lancaster Live Concert Series to be held on the 4th Saturday of each month from May through August on West Main Street.
I'd like to make a motion to place into special events.
We have a motion to place that request in the Special Events Committee.
Second.
Second by trustee O'Brien. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Fourth piece of correspondence is from Zach Crowell of Cushmart, providing notification of renewal of its adult use retail dispensary license at the New York State, with the New York State Office of Cannabis Management for its business located at 5211 Broadway in the Village of Lancaster.
Motion to receive and file.
We have a motion to receive and file from trustee Michaely,
Second.
second by trustee O'Brien. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Fifth piece of correspondence is from Francis M. Stern, State CLG Coordinator, providing information regarding a request for materials to undertake a performance evaluation of the Village of Lancaster's status as a certified local government member that is required by the New York State Historic Preservation Office as part of the CLG program. Note this correspondence has been forwarded to the HPC Secretary and Chairperson to gather information and respond to this request.
Motion to receive and file.
We have a motion to receive and file by trustee O'Brien,
Second.
second by trustee Malone Schaefer. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. That does it for just the correspondence. And we have 6 resolutions this evening. First, to authorize the Sustainability Coordinator, Amy Stipon, to attend the New York State Climate Connection Summit being hosted by NYSDEC in Utica, New York, from June 10th and 11th, 2026, with related expenses to be covered in the 2026-2027 budget.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by trustee O'Brien to approve.
Second.
Second by trustee Miller. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Second is resolution authorizing myself as mayor to sign and approve a proposal from Watts Architects and Engineers for professional engineering services to perform Mini Systems 5 storm sewer investigations at a cost of $32,800 to be covered with funds available in the sewer fund.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by trustee Mickley to approve.
Second.
Second by trustee Miller. Under the question, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Third resolution is to authorize the issuance of a request for qualifications for professional engineering services for wastewater infrastructure engineering planning services focused on mini systems 2, 3, and 6 as awarded through the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation Engineering Planning Grant Program with response due by Friday, March 20th, 2026.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve by trustee O'Brien,
Second.
second by trustee Malone Schaefer. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Fourth resolution is authorizing Superintendent Wayne Cisco to sign and authorize the floodplain certificate of compliance for Lancaster Village Center, Phase 2, located at 20 West Main Street in the Village of Lancaster.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by trustee Mickley to approve.
Second.
Second by trustee O'Brien. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Fifth resolution is authorizing myself as mayor to sign and execute the Downtown Revitalization Initiative Program Participant Grant Agreement with Esther Eicheldinger and Erica Ward, owners of property located at 5470 Broadway, related to the completion of improvements to their property using funds to be provided through the New York Forward Initiative Small Project Fund Grant Program being administered by the Village of Lancaster.
Motion to approve.
A motion by trustee O'Brien,
Second.
second by trustee Mickley. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Last resolution is to approve the purchase of a Generac SG Series 40 kW 120, 240 volt, 3-phase natural gas generator and Generac TX Series 200 amp auto transfer switch for installation at the North End Fire Hall from Better Power at a total cost of $33,436.44 through a New York State hires contract per the recommendation of the Department of Public Works.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by trustee Mickley to approve.
Second.
Second by trustee Miller. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. That does it for resolutions. We'll move on to audience participation. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address the village board this evening? Seeing no hands and hearing no one, we'll move right on to committee reports, and we're going to begin with finance and claims.
I have nothing.
I'll just note that we discussed in the work session that I'll be reaching out to the engineering firms that applied or responded to our RFQ and presented to let them know that we are going to remain with Mr. Shutt Services for the time being.
Okay, very good. Anything for finance claims? If not, we'll go to Public Works. Chairman Likely.
Thank you. Public Works have nothing tonight.
Okay, just, it kind of goes to Public Works, but we have replaced 50 chairs in the municipal auditorium. Now, I do realize the chairs have legs, but somehow all ours walked out of the building. So, memo was sent to the various agencies that use our building, and those chairs are not to be removed from the building. That when we go to have a meeting or a public something and they look and there's nothing there, we don't have to. But thank you, Wayne, for taking care of that. And nothing else?
Yeah, we have about 20 more to go.
Okay, well-
And the others are scattered all over every home.
Yeah, we're cleaning them out.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's been a while since we bought them, but still,
They look good. They're uniform.
yeah.
Fine,
yeah. Now, the room is beginning, in fact, the whole building's looking great. All the improvements going on, fire hall's being painted, and it looks good. Public safety, I have nothing this evening tonight. We'll go to building lights and codes with Chairman Mickley.
Building lights and codes, thank you. And we did approve tonight the generator for the North End Fire Hall. And as I mentioned in the work session, Last night, there had been an event, it was an accident, car crashed into a house on East Road. They used the North End Fire Hall for emergency shelter, so just shows the importance of that little fire hall on West Road. That's all I have.
Okay, anything for building lights and codes? If not, human resources, Chairman Malone Schaefer.
I have nothing this evening.
Okay, how about for community events?
Community events, just, we're working on the upcoming season of special events. Two highlights to kind of take notice of. July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We do have Hammerl Entertainment that's going to be here in a similar fashion to last year, but they are committed to being here in the village of Lancaster. Second piece of news regarding events, due to a conflict with another group in the area, the car show has moved to June 14th on a Sunday. So please take note, June 14th, the car show has moved from the date of the 21st.
Okay.
That's all I have.
All right. Anything?
So I know the LVMA released a calendar with all the events. Have you reached out to them to make sure that they update that?
I have not, it just occurred.
Okay.
Okay, economic development, I have no news this evening. We'll move on to sewer with Chairman Mickley.
Thank you. We had a good, Sean Marshall from Watts that provided a good update during the work session with a lot of things that are going on, but the one I want to highlight right now was our new, we signed off on tonight, new storm sewer investigations for Mini System 5. And for those who don't know exactly where Mini System 5 is, it pretty much comes around like down Legion Parkway, Cayuga, Colonial, Park Boulevard, small portion of Lake, and the investigation area will actually go, it's portions of Church, Lombardi, all the way down to Lakeside Crescents, Lakeside Crescents. This will be a little less intrusive than a lot less, I shouldn't say a little less, a lot less intrusive than the investigations we've had over the past few years have been putting water into downspouts, things like that. This is going to be more so checking the systems, looking for, without too much going out to people's property, doing dye tests, looking for missing manholes, looking for interconnections that shouldn't be there. So this is a good thing, and as Sean said, then it'll take place, I guess, in the summer, and it's also subject to DPW's availability. But this is just one of many steps that have been done over the years for maintaining, improving the sewer system. That's all I have.
Anything for John? If not, we'll go to grants. Chairman O'Brien, please.
Thank you. The Plum Bottom Creek Culvert Project is moving along. We had our second construction meeting last week, and unfortunately, due to the excessive amount of snow melt and rain, the water of the creek was overwhelming their pumps. So they had some delays, but those delays were anticipated and have been budgeted at the time, so we're actually still on schedule with that and moving forward. We have a pre-construction meeting tomorrow for the EV charging stations going into Cayuga Creek Park, the level 3 stations. It's exciting to get that project moving along. The Pocket Park next to this building was reviewed by both the HPC and the Planning Board and received its certificate of appropriateness from the HPC. Thank you. And the Planning Board actually recommended that this board approve the site plan for that project. So I'm going to make a motion that this board approves the Pocket Park site plan.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee O'Brien,
Second.
second by trustee Michael to approve. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried.
Thank you. The next step with that project will be going out to bid. So we're moving along pretty rapidly with that, which is good to see. This Thursday in this building at 5:30, we're having a public presentation on the Central Avenue Improvements Project, which is the TAP-funded project to essentially revitalize Central Avenue, replace the brickwork with aggregate concrete similar to on West Main Street, to create the mobility hub next to Twin Village Music. And also, as part of that project, the DPW will be replacing and resurfacing the street, which it needs. And then, so if you have any questions about that project, I encourage residents to come out to this meeting at 5:30 on Thursday. There'll be a brief presentation and then plenty of time for Q&A afterwards. They'll have the role plans out on tables for you to examine. They'll have different images of the potential mobility hub configuration for feedback and to answer questions. So it should be a very interesting evening. Additionally, with the CEC grant, from what I understand, the DPW will be installing double glazed windows at the North End Fire Hall. Is that good?
That's what was informed to me, yes.
Yeah, okay, all right. So,
I don't think we're installing, but we're having it done.
oh, you're having it done,
Yes.
okay. So they're being installed.
Correct.
So that's part of that grant. That's actually the last piece of that building energy upgrade portion of that grant. So it's nice to see that nearing completion. Mike, could we remove the Assistance to Firefighters grant from my committee? Because I don't think I know that was something we applied for in 2024, but ended up not getting. We've looked at other means of getting that equipment. Speaking of which, we did apply for the V-Fire grant that I mentioned last meeting, which was a grant to get funding to upgrade the gear washer and dryers at both fire stations, which is much needed. During the work session, I did mention the work done on the terrace off of West Main Street. I've sat down with Bill Schutt and Dan Sundell to create some renderings, and there's more to come on that, but I think we have a good plan to move forward, that we can now seek funding for that project. I think it looks great, but it's going to cost about $350,000 to make happen. So I'll begin the search for funding for that project. And that's all I have for grants.
Okay, anything for trustee O'Brien? If not, Tech and Marketing, Chairman Miller.
I have nothing today.
Okay, and Climate Smart, Chairman O'Brien.
In addition to I mentioned the updated timing for the Forest Advisory Board and the Climate Smart Task Force meetings, but also I just want to reiterate in this meeting that there is the Dare to Repair Cafe on March 17th. I strongly urge everyone to come down. If you have equipment in your house that is malfunctioning, a vacuum cleaner that's not working, a coffee maker that doesn't brew quite as hot anymore, different odds and ends, bring them down here. They have tons of DIY experts in this building that can hopefully help you fix your items. Instead of throwing them out, you can bring them back home and get a few more years out of them. But that is, I think at 11 o'clock on the 17th. So please come out if you're interested.
Okay, anything for Chairman O'Brien?
Actually, I misspoke. It's the 7th. I wrote 17 down on my thing, but it's actually the 7th.
All right, now we'll move on to department head reports. We'll begin with Superintendent of Public Works, Cisco.
Everything seems to be going pretty smoothly. We've used 2,800 tons of salt so far this year. We usually order 3,000. So we have about 200 tons left, but we do have 3/4 of a barn filled. So hopefully it seems to be okay. If you do go over, there is an extra cost, but they give you 30% to go over. Okay? And then after that, then you cannot get it. That's it. So we are just, so far we're doing pretty good. So I had a check today, so we have 2,800 tons and we should be okay. And then the other part I wanted to say is the bumpers that were going to go in on the outside of the LMB will be done in the next 2 weeks. We just had it marked for things, so that should be done. We have letters to hand out, and we're going to hand them out so that people know that we're going to be doing it, so we won't interfere with anything.
Appreciate it.
But everything else seems to be going pretty good.
Oh, very good. I'd say a lot of repairs around this building. Kids have been busy. We moved an office or so a lot of things going on.
Yes.
Oh, very good. Anything for the superintendent? Clerk Treasurer, Mike?
Thank you. Budget requests from departments are due at the end of this week, so when I get those, I compile them. I use that to prepare a tentative budget, which has to be filed by March 20th. Newsletters are being finalized this week for mailing with sewer bills in March, so we have to get those to the printer ahead of time. And then I've been working with the Board of Elections to get everything ready for the LoSAP referendum vote next month on March 18th. So, and we'll get more information out to the public over the next few weeks leading up to that.
Okay. Anything for Mike? Not, code enforcement, Matt Fischone?
I have nothing further to report.
Okay. Cap?
Nothing tonight.
All right. Mark, thank you for filling in for Art. Anything you want
It was a pleasure to come see you folks, but I have nothing to report today.
Okay. I think that takes care of all our department heads, and if there's nothing further. Before the board, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Then we got a motion by trustee Michael,
Second.
second by trustee O'Brien. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Still think you have to-
But let me just